welcome to Chop It Up. And this Tuesday here in August, my name is Kevin, host of the podcast, video cast, and author, entrepreneur, and just all around good guy. At least I hope I am. This is the conversation that we have every Tuesday for your entertainment and enjoyment. And we have uncut, unfiltered conversations about everything. I'll let the fellas introduce themselves, and then we will jump into it for today.
Tari Watkins, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Good to be here with the fellas. Hopefully to start getting cooler tomorrow. I'm looking forward to that. We'll see how that turns out, though. That's right. And this is my public service announcement. Any of my brothers and sisters out there that like popcorn, I told you right now, do not, if you know what's best for you, do not try Garrett's popcorn. I'm warning you right now. I feel like a crackhead. Just what I feel like right now. And just don't do it. I'm trying to help you out.
Did we have that conversation on air?
I think we finished it up. Yeah, because Morris was involved with it. Yeah.
Okay.
About Vegas. Yep.
Okay. We
trying to help you out.
Tried to warn you.
You know what? Y'all did. And I pressed buy anyway.
Yep.
I'm in the middle of the show. You were like, oh,
before the show was over.
We couldn't even finish the show out. And you was
I'm up
there like this. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Don't do it, y'all.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Garrett's Popcorn. We need a sponsorship.
Right?
Yes, sir.
This was free. I didn't get paid for this.
No.
But I would gladly take a check, though.
Hey, listen, they can pay us some popcorn for real.
Just send us a 10 every month. We'll be good.
What do you want me to say?
Just pass in popcorn, man.
How many YouTube reels you want?
Oh my goodness.
Right, yeah, I got this.
Listen, yeah,
bro.
That would be a sponsorship to have, boy.
Okay.
I don't even need a 10. Just in a bag. just spin it in a 10, wrap it real good so it doesn't go bad. I don't need 10, just in the bag. I'm good.
So
well, who are you? Let's
sorry, Aaron Lewis.
Who are you?
My bad.
My bad.
My bad.
My bad. I'm the guest host today.
No, you're not.
I just bombarded. Yeah, I crashed the party. No, this is Darian Lewis, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yes,
and as always, very happy
to
be with my brothers today. Good stuff.
Yes,
No, you're about to say something. Go ahead.
You're about to say
something.
No,
I was gonna say, we need to do a top 5 real quick. Top 5 famous crackheads.
Real quick. Real quick.
Top 5 famous movie and television crackheads. Real fast.
Okay,
my bad. I gotta turn the volume
off
down.
the top, you got Chris Rock in New Jack City.
Yep.
You got Samuel L. Jackson in Do the Right Thing.
Oh yes.
Don't forget Dave Chappelle's rendition of a crackhead.
Yes.
Oh my God, yes.
Don't forget that one.
Halle Berry. Don't forget hers.
Oh, and don't forget Bye Felicia.
Yeah.
Oh
Felicia,
yeah.
Her.
Yeah.
From Friday. Don't forget that one. Don't forget Felicia.
See, real quick.
That was quick. That was actually really quick.
And then as an honorable mention, Marion Barry, former mayor of Washington, D.C.
And he's only honorable mention. He only didn't make the top 5 because he just didn't make the top 5.
But he was caught on video, so.
Dude, Kev went real life with this one. He went real life.
He said, hey, television and film.
This dude.
He on video.
So one thing I gotta bring up, fellas, and I'm a little salty about it. Last year this time I was talking about I want y'all to get me a Movado watch. They even sell those at Sam's Club. I'm not worthy of your McDonald's money, your Pez money. Let me talk to my broke people out here. You can't get me a Movado watch.
You didn't say Pez money, did you?
I said Pez.
I'm gonna call you. He did say Pez money. I'm gonna call you by your government name right now, Kevin. I had to turn the video off, bro.
What's going on, Mason?
I had to turn the video off, bro. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. I didn't even watch the whole thing. I watched about half of it. I couldn't even.
Bro.
So for those that are wondering where that came from, there's a video floating around of a pastor out of, I believe, Kansas City. essentially berating his members.
Yeah.
Because I guess they didn't get him for pastoral appreciation or birthday, whatever it may be, get him a Movado watch. And so he's like, y'all are broke, y'all can't afford it. This is why, and this is what God is saying. So
he said broke, busted, and disgusted.
Yeah. So
I ain't better than y'all's McDonald's money. I was like, oh
yeah.
No, sir. That would be my no, sir. No,
do you want me to answer that question?
No, because if it comes down to me eating and you wearing a watch,
I'm choosing eating every time, bro.
I'm eating.
And since you know that they're at Sam's Club,
you go
buy your own watch, sir.
Get you a membership. And they were just $8 a few weeks ago.
Come on, bro.
Catch that on special.
And what was even worse was the people aiming him down. I'm like, what?
Well, here's the funny thing. Those are the same folks that didn't buy the watch.
Exactly. He's talking about y'all.
Come on here. Where are we going to eat after this?
I know we hit the Golden Corral when we get out of here.
We going to Golden Corral? Okay. That what you want? That what you want, baby?
No, baby, I want the sizzling.
Oh, we can do that. Sizzling. We can do that. Yeah, we're gonna do real special, baby, just for you, dude. Yes, them folks were shouting him down, and you still ain't got your watch.
So, as a pastor, as a senior leader of a church, right? My people have given towards my birthdays, what have you. I haven't demanded it. My wife has just kind of worked behind the scenes, and I've worked behind the scenes on her birthday, just to say, if you want to give something towards her, this is what we're raising money for. This is what she wants, and we do that. If there is a gap, basically, we'll cover it on our own, right?
Right.
We're not taxing our people to give me, give me a gift, right?
No.
So to see that is disheartening, but it's not uncommon.
No, it's not.
That's a problem.
It's not common. It's not uncommon at all. And that's even worse.
Right.
Because you got people taking out loans, man. Dipping into 401ks, pulling out of kids' college funds, if they even have that. Bypassing bills to give money to the man that got what God to provide. Now you need to keep your lights on first.
Right. Yeah,
man.
So speaking about lights maybe getting cut off soon.
Boy, you need transitions, bro.
Listen, we gotta work them out. Could Mar-a-Lago be shut down soon?
Probably. I think Darian froze, bro.
Did he freeze?
I think so. He looked disgusted for way too long.
Yeah. Well, he'll pop back in.
He'll pop back in.
So, he'll pop out. He'll pop back in. All right. So anyway, last week we kind of talked about it because it was just kind of breaking news last week.
Right.
Okay. He just texted me.
Oh, dang. Yeah. I see that.
So hopefully it'll pop back on and he can come back in. But last week we were having our apocalypse show, we were kind of breaking news as far as Trump being raided with a search warrant.
Mm-hmm.
Well, since then, things have kind of become a little more, what's the word I'm looking for? A little more
clearer,
a little more intense, a little more clearer.
Oh, okay.
That there is something there happening, right? First of all, Merrick Garland kind of called his bluff. I don't know if you saw that this past week.
I didn't.
So what happened was Trump, of course, was saying, oh, this is bad. This is, who would authorize this? This makes no sense. Da, da, da. Why would they do this? Bear in mind, he had a copy of the search warrant.
Right.
At any point, he could put the search warrant out and say, this is what they came for, right?
Exactly.
Merrick Garland was like, okay, I'm going to call your bluff. I'm going to go ahead and ask the court if we can release the search warrant as well as the inventory of what we took. That way you can't sit up here and cause this whole speculation that there was nothing to this, that there was nothing that we were looking for.
Right.
Here's the information. Since then, it looks like there have been other filings that have been put out there regarding this whole issue. There's it looks like passports were taken for a while and then given back, it looks like today. But things seem to be maybe heating up in Trump world.
It's going to get even hotter, man. It's not going to end anytime soon.
Yeah.
It's not. And unfortunately, you still have people singing the praises and calling it a hoax. And when it's not.
No.
I mean, it's simply not that. And because here's the thing. Do you really think, and I'm asking this as a rhetorical question to the masses, do you really think that us as a country would try to soil the name of a former U.S. president who will forever be known as President Trump, and have that black eye on our record just to prove a point?
Right.
And because the world is watching. Believe what you will, but this is our government.
Right.
This is an entity of the United States of America. And do you really believe that I say we collectively as government and country are willing to just put that out there just because you don't like the person? Do you know how many things that people have done over the decades that people don't like, and they're like, yeah, we don't need to say anything about this. This needs to stay under wraps because our reputation is at stake. Come on now.
Yeah, it is. What's going on, Morris? It is to say that this is one, if you understand how compartmentalized the government is, especially when it comes to something of this nature. I don't believe that Biden was read into it. I believe that just for A, plausible deniability, and then also B, just because each entity or segment as far as divisions, departments, whatever, everything doesn't roll up to the president. There are some things that just they handle business, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
If you're a leader of an organization, you don't need to know that the janitorial staff decide to change from 2-ply to 3-ply.
Well, we talked about that last week, that the head of the FBI, everything doesn't necessarily roll to the head of the FBI.
Right.
There's some things are like, you know what? I don't need to know any of this. Just whatever it is, get it done.
And then for it to be so, the only way we knew about it was because Trump himself said something.
Yes.
So for them to go in, handle business, get the records that they needed to get, and be several hours into it before anyone knew, tells us that this was not a widespread, wide known thing. This was not something that was just like, oh, let's just go ahead and get him now.
Right.
It was trying to save as much face as possible.
Right.
So that until you have the actual goods, then you go to the next step. And the thing that I've heard about Merrick Garland is that when he opens a case, it's a wrap. That he's got 100% as far as what he opens up and what he closes.
Yeah. So in other words, what he does is when he takes something, it's a sure thing.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
yeah.
But then with that, now we have seen, I know here in Phoenix, there were armed people outside the FBI office. There was a gentleman who the day after, I think, or 2 days later, tried to attack the Cincinnati field office with a nail gun and was like, oh, they got bulletproof. That didn't work. So he went on the run and ended up killing himself. You have someone that went to the Capitol on, I think it was Friday or Saturday.
Like he killed himself?
Yeah.
On purpose, or was it a nail ricochet?
No, so he tried to do that and then it didn't work. So he was on the run because then the FBI was like, oh, you dumb. Let's come get you. And so then it was a standoff for several hours with the guy finally ending his life. Then you have the welcome back, Darian. Then you have the guy.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm repenting to the pastor. I am so sorry.
Oh, you didn't get the Movado? That's what it was.
Yeah, that's what it was. My bad. I have a Sam's membership. I will make that happen.
Are we going back?
I'm playing catch up. I was throwing like the whole house just scrooge. Oh,
Oh, so it was you this time, not me. Hey, I'm still online.
All I could think of was touch not God's.
It doesn't even mean that, but yes.
Okay. You were saying, I'm so sorry.
So yeah, we're talking about Trump and the FBI threats that have been made. And so here in Phoenix, there were armed people outside the FBI field office here in Phoenix. There was a couple of days after the initial raid, there was a guy in Cincinnati who decided he wanted to raid or go and attack the FBI field office armed with a nail gun and other weapons, but he tried to break the glass with the nail gun and that didn't work. Realized it and then left. Standoff. He ended up ending his life. There was also where a guy went to the Capitol in DC and ran his car into a barricade, fired shots in the air, and then lit himself on fire, is what I understand, or something of that nature.
He definitely ended himself.
Yeah. So we have all of these things happening. We were talking about how Merrick Garland seems to have a pretty good track record. When he opens something up, it gets closed and closed in his favor. So the fact that he's opened up this case, again, we don't know 100% that Trump is the target, but it's not looking great.
So, yeah, this is how this unfolds is going to be very, very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my question. Let's worst case scenario, he is there's evidence of true criminal, because at that level, yeah, that's like borderline treason.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So let's, worst case scenario, that actually comes out in the light. Is that going to really phase any of that group?
Nope.
Oh, of the group? No, because
that is scary.
Here's the thing. Well, here's the thing, Darian. Because
I forgot they stole the election, so why would they not be lying on the man?
He's the son of man. Jesus is the son of God. He's the son of man. I'll tell you about that in a moment. Yes, go ahead.
So I've already seen it. Because we don't know what any president does, and I'm sure every president has something in the closet. Now they're just exposing this one and didn't choose to expose the other ones. There may be truth to that presidents may have something that they don't want disclosed. I'm not saying that there isn't, but that's the excuses already. So yeah, it does not surprise me that it would not phase that group whatsoever. It doesn't surprise me.
I would agree with that. Every president has something they may not want exposed.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Would taint or tarnish their reputation as the leader of the free world.
Yes.
Yep.
However,
have any of them ever been raided by the
There is a huge difference between playing patty cake with the law, where it's bendable and flexible and open for interpretation,
and outright treason,
versus straight up partnering with foreign entities.
Yes.
Concerning
there is a huge difference.
Security. There's a huge difference.
I'm just letting you know the excuses that I've already seen. I'm not saying that they're valid. I'm just letting you know just because that's what I've seen already.
Yeah, Moore says no because they're all in. It goes way beyond fact or fiction, and they know the hidden truth behind the madness.
Yes.
So I forgot how we came across this. I'm going to share this real quick. We were on Amazon, and there is a book that we saw. President Donald J. Trump, the Son of Man, the Christ. Actual book someone published. And I won't bore you with all of this, but basically I read the
Bible speaks about two different Christ or Messiah. Stop it.
Yep. Jesus, the Son of God, is the one Christ, whereas the Son of Man is the other. And he lays out that Trump is the Son of Man, who is also the Son of Man, is the King of Kings, who is a world ruler. So that's Donald John Trump. I'm going to stop sharing that before my computer kicks me. All right. So
first of all,
mm-hmm.
What algorithm are you on Amazon that comes across your feed? That's what I want to know. How does that pop up on your?
I think Amazon? It was my wife saw something on social media, on her social media feed, as far as just someone popped through, and she's like, "This can't be real." And I was like, "Let me go look at it." And sure enough, we found the book.
Good luck with your algorithm now.
It's okay. Listen, just because of some of the people that we've been connected to, my algorithm has already been a little wonky.
That's true.
That's true. And I would encourage you to not change it. I would encourage you to, as hard as it is, to stand that stuff, man. Mm-hmm. You're only going to be in the know if you can look at it.
Oh, that's why I look up certain things on YouTube, just so I can see other stuff.
Yeah, we're only gonna understand the mindset better.
Yes, exactly.
By being around it,
Exactly.
I saw a whole feed on, again, another call to arms to storm the Capitol again. Now these are local friends. These are folks that I've gone to church with. These are folks that I've lived with, had been roommates with. These are folks that, and who knows how far, one person's statement doesn't necessarily always equate to everyone's feelings, but just that stuff alone is just like, okay, this is. Folks, y'all are playing with people's lives. Everybody chill. Yeah.
So yeah, it's like I said, we're getting passports together, and I think we talked about last week.
Yeah,
everybody might want to get their passport together. Listen, I'm just saying.
You never know.
We are serious about if something shifts. Listen.
Elbows and tennis shoes. Elbows and tennis shoes. That's what you're gonna see.
Listen, I'm just saying.
Darian just got a visual.
You can build the wall down here.
Elbows and tennis shoes.
That's build the wall. I will climb the wall from this side over to the other side.
Listen. you let something dramatic enough shift. They ain't gonna have to worry about that wall. They're gonna have to still try to figure out, how do we keep y'all up in here.
It's so interesting thing that happened here in Arizona. So Governor Ducey basically said, I'm going to fill in parts of the wall that have not been completed. So he took shipping containers, stacked them on top of each other as a wall. Well, picture came out today of the shipping containers toppled over and a big gap in that wall.
Okay, not only are shipping containers able to be toppled over, they can be climbed. It's a shipping.
Listen, I love Arizona, but our politicians are not the brightest in the bunch. I'm just going to say that.
I obviously 3 or 4 levels down, they aren't too bright either. Like, somebody in engineering should have said, hey, this ain't going to work.
Hey, guess what? You know what? Someone probably did already. I'm sure someone may have spoken up. They may not be there anymore, but I'm sure they probably spoke up there. That's not going to work, y'all.
Yeah.
That's not what you're trying to achieve. That's not going to do it. I mean, if you want to build some housing,
yeah,
you're on a good track. That's going to be very cheap. We can convert that real easy.
There you go. You want to help with common sense, Darian. What's wrong with you? You're using common sense. How dare you? What's wrong with you?
My bad.
Yeah, you know better than that. Stop using common sense.
So I'm just saying, listen.
That would make more sense. Here's the thing. That would make more sense to me than anything. Like, okay, if we're going to use shipping containers, let's actually convert that into temporary housing.
Yeah.
And you can.
I know.
Yeah.
Easily.
Very cheaply.
Yes.
And make them look very nice.
Yep.
That to me would be like, well, if you want to slow down the influx, then do that.
We have those anyway. They're called mobile homes.
All right, FEMA. I don't know if you saw the video of all the mobile homes that are. Yeah, they're like miles of empty mobile homes that FEMA has that are just sitting.
Morris, you already know. Morris, you already know. Listen, I have listed Ghana.
Are we talking dual citizenship?
Nigeria and South Africa as 3 places that I've looked at, and I'm like,
I can't do South Africa, bro.
I
can't.
Why not?
I would go to Tanzania before I go to South Africa.
Why is that?
It's just, I don't want America multiplied.
It's true.
I just don't.
That's true.
You know, and I don't know. Now, this is just me talking with what I know and don't know.
Right.
You know, so that's kind of where I'm coming from is more of the don't know. I don't know how they're going to treat. I don't, you know, it's one thing, man, okay, you already got racism as it is, but I don't want to get a double whammy of
right.
You're black and you're not South African.
You got both.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I don't know if that. Yeah, I don't know if that would actually make a difference. But yeah, that's the only reason. Right now, I'm just going off of what I don't know, and I'll be honest with that. South Africa is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah,
the nation itself is unbelievably gorgeous.
It is,
and that's the aspect that I'm looking from. I mean, we're still kind of very, very, very early. We just watched some videos, and it's like I could see that. Now, that does not mean that we're planning tomorrow to go, but I'm just saying, if things shift, we might start off somewhere tropical and then make our way someplace else. But you know,
yes, sir.
America's not in the Book of Revelation.
It's not as a
major
a power country. It's not.
The West is not.
You're exactly right.
Exactly.
Let's start with the original West.
Right.
Well, that's why it's called the Cub for a reason.
Gog and Magog. Okay, got it. And that stops where?
Right.
Exactly.
So, all right. So, go ahead.
I was going to be sarcastic, but where God shows a nation. Okay.
You didn't realize that? You forgot? Jesus was at the constitutional development. Again, things that I've seen people put that
I have seen pictures, portraits of the Last Supper with those the men that were signing the Declaration.
Stop it! That is not no.
I have seen that.
That had to be a hoax. It had to be.
They had the Declaration of Independence. One was holding the declaration as they were admiring their work, and then others were, talking, what have you. And Jesus was basically had his hand on their shoulders, just like, "Yeah, guys, you did good."
Mm-hmm.
That's probably worse than people saying, "I want to read the King James. I want to read the red letters, just like Jesus did."
Just like Jesus did.
What did you just say? What did you just say? Say that again for everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, that Jesus wrote. Yes, sir. No, that he read. Excuse me.
In fact,
that he read. Yeah,
that he
not
read.
even wrote. That he
that he read.
He read.
I apologize. He read the
letter. So he
read
read his own words before he said, "Okay." Y'all know you do know you know who King James is, right? What sweet baby Jesus is this?
One nation. I'm sorry. Wrong.
How much? 100 of brand Patriot.
Yep.
How much do you
spit it out?
Like to wager that they have made well over 6 figures selling that?
Yep.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it.
If not into the 7s.
If I ever walk in anybody's house,
that's as bad as the.
You have to come in through the back door, though, Tori.
We don't let niggers in the front door.
You can get your food from the back, just like the help.
What was that movie? Oh, One Night in Miami. If you have not seen that,
It's a good it's a good watch.
You have not seen that. So yeah. How
I
you got
literally-
Jim Brown on your front porch in the prime of his career?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jim, you know we don't let through the front door.
Yeah.
Into the house.
I literally didn't know the meaning and the reason behind that song until that movie.
Mm.
I really didn't. And then I listened to it again. I was like, totally changed it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now a lot of that was a dramatic input,
right?
But that night actually happened.
Yes.
We just don't know the full details of it.
Yeah, but the challenges that they brought, man, that movie is so good. That movie is so good. That is a must-see. Shout out to Regina King.
Yes. Oh, yes. Incredible.
You killed the game, woman.
Yes.
We need a sponsorship. Okay. Anyway, I'm trying to get us paid, y'all.
Bring it in. Let it rain.
Hey.
Anyway.
All right, fellas. Enough of the conspiratorial impact and effect of people that don't operate well. Because did we talk about it last week as far as the whole JFK? Did we talk about that on air?
We talked about JFK last week, but it was about the grassy knoll and his son coming back. And,
right, his son coming back.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. If with those people.
Those people. What do you mean by those people?
Sorry,
I'm sorry, my bad.
People.
Go ahead.
He said, I said what I said.
Did I stutter? I said what I said.
I said what I said.
There is a distinct difference between those people and the rest of us that have more than 3 brain cells and know how to effectively use them. I'm sorry. Listen, we could have a theory about Tupac being alive all the time, but I'm not going to sit there and go back to Las Vegas and at the MGM and wait for Tupac to appear.
No. Not even close.
But he's coming.
Okay, Darian.
Sorry.
Somebody catch it on video.
Listen, I appreciate Tupac, but I'm not flying somewhere to stand out there because somebody said he there.
Machiavelli.
So Morris, what we were saying last week.
I love Morris.
Well, so Morris, one of the things that we were talking about, because last week this whole thing about Trump was breaking, and so one of the things we talked about was the fact that there were people, not like this past weekend, but within the last year, I think it was, that had gone to Dallas at the grassy knoll and were waiting for JFK Jr. to appear because he was going to become the vice president for Donald Trump, and that JFK Sr. was the last legitimate president. And so therefore he was going to pass power from that, because he's still alive somewhere too in hiding. He was going to pass power over to Trump, reinstate Trump, and JFK Jr. was going to be his vice president. I'm just reporting.
And people believed that. That's the scary part.
Yes. People flew from their home, wherever they were, to go to Dallas for that purpose. Well, yeah, they didn't do it again. We were just talking about that other thing. So no more. They didn't do it again.
He said again.
So that's what we were catching folks up on last week. Again? But the fact those people still just
So I have a question.
Go ahead.
He said
I was about to get us in trouble. Go ahead.
He said, yeah, he said it again. He said those people.
No, I'm trying. Who? First of all, who said that? Because I didn't catch any of that. Who said that? That's my first question.
What about
JFK and JFK Jr. and the grassy knoll and what lunatic prophet said that?
Hundreds of people. The people they interviewed.
It wasn't like 3 people that showed up. It was.
No. I get it, but that had to come from somebody who was considered a credible source.
I don't know where it
originated.
No, I'm sorry. Let me help
they
you
were
out there.
drinking the juice.
You mean somebody from a source, not a credible source.
No, I said taken as.
Oh, okay, taken as. Yes.
Taken as. Yes.
Get my word straight. Taken as.
Yes. Well, because the reason that my original question before that one came up, and the reason why I was asking was because I'm trying to figure out how do you convince that many people to show up for something. Wasn't JFK Democrat?
Yeah.
Silence, crickets.
Because
Again, I'm asking you, Darian, why are you using common sense? How dare you?
I was just, I'm just like,
What's wrong with you?
wasn't Junior Democrat? Okay.
So, but it is the byproduct in many respects of social media. Because
Of course,
if you put anything out there, listen, I have my 2 masters, and I know that every time I turned in a paper, I had to cite my sources. I had to point to somebody that had some credibility,
right?
That was published. Not
Right.
even Wikipedia does not even count, right?
It does not.
But on Facebook, on Twitter, on Parler, whatever, you can put anything, and if it fits what I want to believe,
people will run with it.
You're the God's honest truth.
Oh, absolutely. If it rings a bell with my belief system, then it has to be truth. It has to be.
And it will get reposted without even thinking about it,
without even doing research. Begs the question: why would your belief system line up with JFK Jr. is alive, as is JFK Sr.? Where does that in your medulla oblongata make sense? In the words of, I forgot the guy's name from Waterboy, something wrong with your medulla oblongata.
Bobby Boucher.
Yes.
How old would JFK be?
Like 90 something.
Old.
I got it.
He was born in 1917.
Again, we're trying to apply reasoning.
So he'd be 105 right now.
Yes. We're trying to apply reasoning. Yeah.
Yeah, well, call me an elitist all day. Sorry.
Hey, all day long.
I will be an elitist all day long and not citing my Uncle Junebug.
Dude, I stopped correcting people on Facebook a long time ago. It's exhausting. It's a full-time job. I don't have time for that.
My time now is better spent having fun with Cash App scammers that message me through Facebook. That's my joy right now.
Get him.
Oh, hey. This is hurting my head. Oh,
yeah. That's it's.
I'm stuck at 105.
Yeah.
Again, there you go, using logic and reason.
He was born in 1917, so he would be 105 right now.
It's not too old to be.
You know what? And here's the challenge with the stuff that we are so, especially in this country, we are so programmed by media, by television, by movies, that people can literally get stuck in our minds at a particular age. Mm-hmm. I remember when Carrie Fisher, Princess Leia, she showed up at some Star Wars event, and when she walked out, people were shocked. Mm-hmm. Like, and she was like, "Did you think I still look like that?"
Right. Like, where y'all been? People age.
And that's the thing, though. When people, when we get programmed to believe that what we see is reality, and people don't realize,
right,
we're being programmed for that. Mm-hmm. And so the idea that the last video that people saw was a young JFK is literally what they would expect to see him show up as. Mm-hmm. That's crazy. So I'm like, anyway, this is I'm trying to think of the movies. I mean, is he Captain America? I mean,
right.
And his son is Bucky. I mean, what the heck, man?
Is this Interstellar? I mean, what are we talking about here? I mean,
right.
Yeah.
And again, why those two? That's That's the thing. Is just none of this makes sense, and it's like it doesn't even. It's like
because that's back when America was great.
Somebody is playing Mad Libs right now. That's what it is. Y'all remember Mad Libs?
Yes.
It was like
yes,
the adjective went to the noun.
Yes,
that's what somebody's doing with
plugging in names and words
with QAnon and with this whole thing. It is like the former president fill in blank and his son and his noun,
blank.
Whatever. So it's like that's what we're playing right now, all day.
Oh my God! Wow. Yeah. So.
All right. So we got 20 minutes left.
Let's do it. What we got?
Football is back.
I knew it. Let's talk about football.
Football is back.
Oh, sorry. Don't.
Not the whole. Not the whole.
Ready.
Oh.
It's still early, but listen, we have football back being played.
I got number 3 in my fantasy league pick too. I'm ready. Let's go. Let's do it.
Did you guys get to watch any preseason?
I watched pieces on SportsCenter.
Who?
Tori has it. Tori's got it.
Speaking of, we need to talk after this.
Dude, I'm done. I didn't even watch the Dallas game, and I'm glad I didn't. And again, I don't really care about preseason. 17 penalties? 17, 16? I don't know. Penalties on offense and that's a discipline problem. And I've been saying that for 2 years. The most penalizing 12 penalties in the playoff game against the 40.
Moore says Cooper Rush got to go.
Forget Cooper Rush. Everybody.
He said, "Got him. Got the whole team."
You get a penalty, you get cut.
Oh shoot! Sounds like we're gonna be watching the replacements,
man. Double digits. It's gotten worse.
Well, it is early. They're not gonna rust off.
Yes. I mean, listen.
A 10-man?
It's early enough where the Bears beat the Chiefs.
Thank you. Good night. Yeah.
The Bears beat
that's
the Chiefs,
early.
so that's early.
Preseason, bro. You know,
exactly.
Preseason does not count.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. They're knocking the rust off. It's early. You got fourth stringers in there that are trying to make the team.
And yeah.
Dude, these were our starters making penalties. Gregory. Starters, bro. People that have been in the league for years.
They took vacation. Why do you keep looking at me like you gonna?
And I want to say I'm done with them, but I'm not.
You're not. And you won't be.
You won't. You are so loyal.
You'll be hanging out with JFK Jr. at 102. Rooting for the Cowboys.
Rooting for the Cowboys, man.
Hey, as long as you don't say, "Hey, hop on my plane so we gonna catch a game." Nah, bro, I ain't riding with you.
Okay.
Listen.
I ain't riding with you, bro.
Listen.
I'll take a bus.
I turned in my loyalty card a long time ago, and I'll be the first to confess it. And friends have lost respect.
Dude, it's getting hard, bro. It is. I'm
like, they don't pay me to watch them fail. Help me understand.
Because your team now is Seattle right now, right there.
Yeah, right now Seattle. Okay. And they starting to trip too. So I'm looking.
Yeah. And y'all know
just hop on the Ravens, bro.
I ain't single, but I'm looking.
You ain't all the way single yet.
The call is going against the Cowboys.
Around.
I'm just saying.
What did Morris say? I missed it.
He said if it's remotely questionable, the call is going against the Cowboys.
Right.
Morris, are you a Cowboys fan? You sound like a Cowboys fan. Yeah, I think you are. Come on, man. You know that ain't true. Yeah, come on now. I'm a realistic Cowboys fan. You know that. We do some stupid stuff when it comes to penalties. And a lot of them aren't even questionable. Oh, yeah, he was holding. Yeah, he tripped him. Yeah, that brother was offside for 5 seconds. Yep.
5 seconds. Good Lord. 5 seconds is a lifetime in football.
I mean, of course I'm exaggerating, but I mean, when
I'm just saying, when it's obvious they run past and then stand there.
Yeah. I mean,
it's Jerry's fault.
Hey, Morris, you singing my song right now, bro. I mean, I know it won't do any help. I know it's not going to help at all. I'll do any help. Good grief. I know it won't do any good, but I keep saying it. I really hope he says something that's utterly racist so he can get kicked out. But I know it won't happen. I need
you said that like he hasn't.
Right. And would they kick Jerry?
Caught on tape.
You said that like he hasn't.
I'm not saying he hasn't. I said I need someone to catch him doing it.
Bro, he got more weight than that.
It's not going to matter. I already
Thank you. This. That's my point. He got more weight than that. They can do that in the NBA.
Right. You say?
They can do that in the NBA.
Oh, they can't do that in the NFL. I know this already.
No.
When they stop Mark Cuban from buying a team, come on.
That ownership pact that they have.
Oh, dude, it's in blood.
Dude, it's one of the most powerful organizations in this country, and we're just yay football.
So I don't buy any NFL stuff anymore. I refuse to.
Yeah. So now I am still going to get some stuff simply because of the sentimental value. I'm going to collect. I've already started collecting jerseys of hometown guys. I want a collection of guys that
Well, that's different. That's different.
I get it. I'm just saying.
That's different.
Yeah, because these guys need to be, congratulated and honored.
Yeah. Like Josh Jacobs.
Josh Jacobs, Tyler Lockett.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can't think of anybody else off the top of my head, but yes, we've got a few.
You mean local, not go to OU.
I mean local.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean this area. We've had a number of guys from all the way back from Ronnie Lott.
I didn't know Ronnie Lott was from Oklahoma. I didn't know that.
Yes, sir. His Raiders jersey is hanging up in Booker T. Washington High School.
I did not know that.
So that's what I'm saying. The guys that have come from this area, this city, the city is small, but then the African American population is, that much smaller to be able to produce generation after generation these professional athletes in both football and basketball. I want that in my office. I want something that says that's
you didn't say Sam Bradford.
He ain't from Tulsa.
Wait. Ronnie Lott though?
Hold on, who am I thinking of?
Yeah, because I'm looking at Ronnie Lott. Ronnie Lott was in Albuquerque.
Hold on.
And that's a step or 3 down from Tulsa. So
Ronnie, were they with the Raiders?
He said a step or 3.
A step or 3.
Yeah.
He owns the stadium?
Said it again?
Doesn't Jerry Jones own the stadium?
Oh, I don't know.
I thought Arlington helped pay for that.
They call it Jerry's World, so
how did he wind up the owner? Because he got private and public money for that.
Unless there was more private than public. And I don't know. I didn't know that.
That's $1 billion building.
Billion.
That is the original $1 billion stadium.
Ooh, I want to go to SoFi though. That stadium looks gorgeous. That stadium looks amazing. You talking about a great looking stadium? SoFi? That stadium is sexy.
Yeah, it couldn't be Ronnie Lott because Ronnie Lott was nowhere near Tulsa. It looks like.
Okay, Kevin. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay.
That's twice today. You apologize.
Well, I'm apologize for this because he's still going. I got it.
It wasn't Ronnie Lott, Darian. I just want to make that clear.
Bro, you way off, bro. Thank you, Kevin. Got it.
Okay, so Moore says, yeah, that's why the Rams is over $1 billion behind him as the second most valuable team. Wow.
$1 billion behind.
Wow.
I mean, here's the thing, man. I get it. Cowboys, America's team, but they're the highest grossing team in the league. The highest grossing. Because it's not just the US. You got Mexico, you've got all these other countries. Dallas Cowboy gear gets sold everywhere. Now, I'd rather us win some games versus being the wealthiest team. Can we win some playoff games? Can we get to the playoffs at least and win a couple? Please? It's a simple ask, y'all.
That's denial. Sorry.
And we got one receiver.
Man, I don't know the logic behind. I would love to know the numbers behind, because some of these teams just seem to me like they are trying to make sure that they don't win.
The Browns, the Jets.
Yeah, their decision-making process just makes no sense to me. It's like, as long as they have a marquee face that they can throw up, on a 3-story tall poster, everything else they could care less.
Yeah. A lot of them. Jacksonville, Texans, Falcons now. I forgot that Matt Ryan was with the Colts. Bro.
More so imagine how much they'll be worth if they won a few more Super Bowls.
It wouldn't be hand over fist. It would be bank account over bank account. I mean, Morris.
Yeah, but you'd have to run it like a football team.
Right? Morris, I just think we're stuck, buddy. I think we're stuck, bro.
So, quick question. You Dallas historians. Back when they were winning Super Bowls.
Yeah.
How did they craft that team then?
Well, the biggest piece was Herschel Walker. The Herschel Walker trade brought in a lot of picks. They had Aikman, and I know that with those picks, they built the line, Emmett, and the receivers, Jaden Novacek, tight end. I mean, the defense. That Herschel Walker trade gave them a lot of picks, and they started building that squad.
Who was the GM then?
Well, remember he fired Landry and brought in Jimmy Johnson. Right. I don't know if at that time if Jerry Jones was acting as GM. I don't remember. I mean, I was in college at that point. I don't know. I don't remember that. But they built it through the draft.
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
and here's the thing: Dallas has drafted well.
They always do.
I mean, over the years,
well, I say
Dallas has drafted well, and think about it. We've had great teams. I mean, you think about that team that had Marion Barber and when Roma back. I mean, they went 12-4, beat both Manning brothers, and we had that kermuffle for the extra point, and we lost the game. I mean, we had squads, man. All this potential, all this talent, and we only get so far because Jerry Jones hires puppets. He doesn't hire a coach.
You can't forget about the cocaine factor either.
That's the whole NFL, bro.
No, it was Dallas during that time because you had Michael Irvin.
Okay, yes, it was Dallas getting caught. But come on, let's not be naive, man. Come on now. You're going to take a dig at my boys when it's a whole NFL? Come on, bro. You know that. It was the whole NFL. Saying. Now, yeah, they were the stupid ones that got caught.
The reason they could cross that white line was because they thought it was a white line.
Here we go. Here's the thing. I can't debate that. I'm not even going to try to fight that one because you're probably right. Yeah, but yeah, how they build that again is what they've been doing. I mean, the talent has been there. I mean, there's been those drought years, but the talent has been there. It's just the coaching has just been off. It's been terrible. Mm-hmm. I mean, give me a Mike Tomlin. That's a football coach, bro. Mike Tomlin? Love Mike Tomlin.
You know Jerry ain't going for Mike Tomlin.
I already know that because he hired one coach that wasn't a puppet. And
Tomlin ain't going.
And Tomlin wouldn't go. He hired Parcells. And Parcells was like, F y'all, I'm out. Because Jerry Jones
and they haven't been able to attract. Now, I honestly believe it's working on both sides. It's not just that Jerry is looking for puppet coaches, but real coaches are like, yeah, I'm good.
Well, you know what? There's a big part of that.
Yeah, I'm good. We already know how you are.
But if it ever came down to the point where Jerry put it in the contract, Jerry like he's my friend. If Jerry Jones ever put it in the contract to where that he would be hands off, and it was written and it was in stone, which will never happen.
Right.
You very well could attract a true football coach, because why? It's the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, you think of like Duke, Carolina, UCLA for football, Alabama. I mean, you've got all these schools, Oklahoma. I mean, they're going to draw just because of a name. You want to coach those programs. NFL is no different. The name Dallas Cowboys, there will be coaches if that was allowed. Of course, that's not going to be allowed. We already know that. But yeah, it would. So, I mean, that's, you kidding me? TV coverage? Oh, yeah.
Exactly, Morris. Yes.
Oh, we already know that. He's way on the other side of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Oh, we already know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that's my wish as a fan. I would love Tomlin, but I know that's not going to happen.
But the question is, what happens? Because I just looked, Jerry Jones is 79 years old. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So unless he's on that JFK diet, he's going to reach 102.
But you already know Jerry Jones is in the crowd chamber every night. You already know that.
Very much so.
Oh my God! Every night.
Every night.
You know the brothers in there every night.
Yeah. Every night.
In the back of the tank from Star Wars.
Every night.
Never mind, man. Fighting to hang on.
All right. Early season prediction on who will be in Super Bowl.
Oh, God, that's a
way too early prediction. I love it.
Way too early. Dude, we could have a repeat.
Yeah.
I don't think that's far-fetched. Rams and the Bengals. I don't think that's far-fetched. Or it could be Rams and the Chiefs.
Yeah, more so, I was thinking the Bills could come there because they were,
you ain't wrong, bro. They were what? 12 seconds away? 12, 15, 17, however long it was.
They would, yeah.
Hey, Josh Allen. Hey, I know nobody on here is in my fantasy league. Y'all don't leave Josh Allen sitting out there. I'm telling y'all right now. I'll pick him up in the second round. I ain't playing. And don't let me get Cooper Kupp again. I've had Cooper Kupp 3 years straight. Let me get Cooper Kupp again and see what happens. And Taylor from India. I had Taylor last year too. I had Cooper Kupp and Taylor last year. Let me get Josh Allen with those. Keep playing around. Keep playing around.
Okay.
It's going to be interesting, bro. The question is, what's Cleveland going to do for a quarterback? That's the real question.
Yeah, they got, because rumor has it that he's basically going to be suspended for a year.
For the whole year, yes.
For the whole year.
Mm-hmm.
That's the continuing rumor that that's what's going to come down very soon. So,
and I get that I get.
Oh no,
but
I'm not arguing that at all.
No, yeah. But one of the things that I kept seeing was this running theme of if he's out a year, he's out. Like there's no recovery from a year, which we've seen repeatedly due to injury.
Well, technically, it'll be 2 years because he didn't play last year either. Technically.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, you mean he's out from an ability standpoint?
That's what I'm reading. Yeah, skill standpoint. He's not going to be. But I'm like, based on that contract, they're gonna make sure he's gonna be something.
Well, one from that contract, but two, there's the quarterback shortage alone. No, he will not be unemployed. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah.
Even if he's dropped off, he will not be unemployed because of the lack of quarterback talent that's out there now.
Which is somewhat strange to me. I mean, I get it, but it's somewhat strange to me how college is no longer producing. Either the NFL doesn't like the college style quarterback, or they're doing their best to make sure they don't keep getting repeat old boy at the Ravens.
Lamar Jackson?
Yeah. These dual threat quarterbacks. They love them when they come one at a time. Like,
but here's the thing: they're coming in all different sizes and colors now.
That's what I'm saying, and yet they're still not picking them. Right.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know if you guys ever paid attention to the kid from Pittsburgh University. Wound up going to Pittsburgh. He got drafted by Pittsburgh. The kid is good.
Oh, he's their third string now.
Yeah,
but he put up numbers, bro.
Oh,
and I know it's only preseason, but I'm like,
yes. The kid is good.
They were the first one that Tomlin and them talked about. Then he also said, "Oh well, yeah, Mason Rudolph and they did well too." I was like,
all right. He wants to put that kid in. I'm telling you.
Yes,
he wants to put that kid in.
Yep.
Yes, he does.
But the
that brother may come up the depth chart quick.
Yeah, but the question becomes,
can he pick it? That's the thing. Can he pick it?
Yes. Hey, and he's big too. No, I take it back. Timeout. It wasn't Kenny Pickett. Was it somebody for the Titans? Maybe it was Pickett. I can't remember. There's somebody else who was a big target, but he can throw, he can sling it, and he's a brother. So I forgot who it was, but I don't think it was Pickett. It was somebody else. I can't remember.
So yeah, this is going to be a very interesting year. I want to see what happens with Denver.
I want to see what happens with Garoppolo.
Where's he at?
San Francisco.
He's still there?
There's been a lot of trade. There's been a lot of rumors of Browns wanting him and trading for him. A lot of rumors.
Trading what? What would San Francisco do?
They've got nothing, bro. I don't know what the Browns have right now. They've got nothing.
Like what?
Yeah, we got a 2 third-round picks, a broken broomstick, and a half-eaten hot dog. What you got for that? Can we get Garoppolo? Yeah.
Oh,
the Browns,
man,
bro, they are terrible at. Are they trying to sell the organization?
The best Browns team
again.
The best Browns team was the one that was featured in Draft Day, which is an amazing movie.
Man. I watched it again this past weekend because I absolutely love that movie. And it's almost football season. I'm like, yo, bro, that would be a squad though. But yeah, this is Hollywood. This ain't real.
Right.
They had to pick. They picked a team that has no hope whatsoever.
Yeah, they made off like bandits in that movie. They made off like bandits. So
you know how many people in Cleveland paid for that movie? That's probably where the highest concentration.
Oh, I bet.
Digital copies.
I bet
reside.
And they picked the perfect team to do that for too.
Yes. Oh, the perfect team.
Perfect team.
All right, well, fellas, that is our time for today.
Wow, that went by quick.
We've covered TrumpGate. We've covered the NFL and the crazy conspiracy theories that keep coming out. Stay safe, y'all. Begin to look into some of the other places we've talked about. Get your travel agent together. Get your passport ready, because who knows what's about to happen. But stay safe. We'll see y'all next time. Have a great one. Be blessed.